Once upon a time, in a small village at the edge of a vast enchanted forest, lived two siblings named Hensel and Gretel. They were good-hearted and clever, but life had become difficult for them. Their cruel stepmother had no love for them, and she often made their lives miserable. One day, the stepmother convinced their father to abandon the children deep in the woods, claiming it was the only way to survive the terrible famine sweeping the land. The night before they were to be taken into the forest, Hensel, ever resourceful, filled his pockets with small white stones. The next day, as their father led them deeper into the woods, Hensel quietly dropped the stones along the way, leaving a trail behind them. When night fell and their father left them in the dark, lonely forest, Hensel and Gretel followed the gleaming stones back to their home. When they returned, their stepmother was furious and even more determined to be rid of them. The next day, she persuaded their father once again to take them into the forest, even deeper this time. Unfortunately, Hensel had no time to gather stones, so he dropped breadcrumbs behind them as they walked, hoping to leave a trail back. But, to their horror, the forest birds swooped down and ate every last crumb, leaving them completely lost. The two siblings wandered through the dense, dark woods for days, growing more hungry and tired. One afternoon, they stumbled upon something strange: a tall, mysterious tower, covered in vines. The tower had no doors, only a small window high up near the top. As they stared in amazement, a voice called out from above. "Who is down there?" asked the voice. Looking up, Hensel and Gretel saw a beautiful young woman with long, golden hair leaning out of the window. "I'm Hensel, and this is my sister, Gretel. We are lost in the woods." "Who are you?" "My name is Rapunzel," the young woman replied. "I've been trapped in this tower for years by a wicked sorceress. If you help me escape, I'll help you find your way out of the forest." Hensel and Gretel were determined to help. Rapunzel lowered her long, golden hair from the tower window, and Hensel and Gretel climbed up into the tower. Inside, Rapunzel told them her sad tale of how the sorceress had imprisoned her in the tower since childhood. Now, with the children's help, they devised a clever plan to escape. The next day, when the sorceress arrived, Rapunzel distracted her with talk while Gretel sneaked up behind her. Swiftly, Gretel tied the sorceress's cloak tightly around her, trapping the wicked woman. With the sorceress caught, Hensel, Gretel, and Rapunzel made their daring escape from the tower. They fled through the forest together, using Hensel's sharp mind and Gretel's bravery to avoid the dangers and magic that lurked in the woods. Rapunzel, who had never seen the outside world, marveled at the trees, the sunlight, and the freedom she had longed for all her life. After several days of traveling, the trio finally arrived at a small, friendly village. A kind family took them in, offering them food and shelter. Rapunzel, Hensel, and Gretel became like family, living happily together in the village. They were free from the sorceress and the cruel stepmother, who were never seen or heard from again. And so, Hensel, Gretel, and Rapunzel lived happily ever after, their lives full of laughter, friendship, and adventure.